Hey guys, I'm Christoph and welcome to the channel. I'm a huge fan of everything creepy and spooky, and if you do enjoy the video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that little bell at the corner of the video too. So today on the channel, we're going to be talking about the legend of the Bunny Man, one of my actual all-time favorite legends, and I thought that since Easter is just around the corner, it would be a perfect time to talk about it. Now, the legend of the Bunny Man goes all the way back to 1904 in Clifton, Virginia, Fairfax County, Virginia. It's about 20 minutes outside of Washington, D.C. So apparently in Clifton at this time, there was an insane asylum not too far from the main city, like 5-10 miles, something like that. And the townspeople were not happy with it. It had recently opened and they weren't very comfortable having an asylum so close to the town, I guess worried about their children or, escaped patients or that type of thing. So apparently, I'm guessing these townsfolk went to the town hall or did some type of a protest to get this place shut down. They succeeded, and they started transporting the patients out with school buses. Well, one of these school buses, there was, I believe, 3 school buses that transported them all out, but the one school bus crashed. Now, every single patient was accounted for except for one guy. Now, this guy's name was Douglas Griffin, and the reason he was in there in the first place is just disturbing all on its own. I did not know this until I actually did a bit of research a couple of days ago for the video. Well, apparently this guy at age 13 on Easter morning hacked his parents up with an axe. So that's why he was admitted into the asylum in the first place. I mean, can you imagine that? So after his disappearance, dead rabbits start appearing all over the city. Skinned, laying down on the ground. Some were strung up with strings and trees. Apparently this guy, the research that I was looking at claimed that he was actually eating the rabbits. That was the only food that he could find. I do find that hard to believe though, because I believe there's a lot of other different types of animals up in the Virginia woods. I mean, a deer would be one. Do they have boars up there? There was other food sources. So I'm not sure if that is exactly true, but there were dead rabbits showing up all over town, scaring the hell out of everybody. So now is the part where we get to the iconic Bunny Man Bridge. This is where this comes into the story. So here we have the town. There's dead rabbits showing up all over the place, scaring the hell out of everybody. Well, apparently these police officers are down passing by this bridge. Now the bridge is actually a very small cutout underneath train tracks. Well, I guess these cops were in the area and they saw more of these dead rabbits strung from both sides of the tunnel entrances. So pretty creepy stuff. Now, I don't recommend anybody go and explore this place. Now, a lot of people have. You can actually go search right here on YouTube. There's plenty of people that have gone to this bridge late at night trying to investigate it, do paranormal investigations, that sort of thing. But as far as I know, I do think it is illegal, so I don't recommend that. Probably the best thing you could do would be just drive through it in the car. That's legal. I do have the address. Let me look at it really quick here and tell you. The address is actually 6497 Colchester Road, and that's in Clifton, Virginia, Fairfax County. So beware if you're gonna do it, be safe, but I don't recommend it. So this legend actually starts in the early 1900s, obviously, but even up through now, we have stories and legends that have happened since then around Bunny Man Bridge. The next provable incident that I've actually found in my research, that was an article in the newspaper in Fairfax County, happened around 1970. This was when a guy and a girl were in a car parked somewhere close to where this bridge is, doing the nasty probably or something like that. And if you know horror movies, you don't have sex in a horror movie because that means you're gonna get hatched. So, their first mistake right there. But anyway, they were in their car. It said a certain article said they were in a driveway close by, or they could have just pulled off the road because it is somewhat of a remote area where this bridge is located, and they were doing whatever they were doing in their car, and out of nowhere, something hits the car, and there's a couple hits that happen. Well, the guy and the girl, they look out the car, and there is a man standing there in a huge bunny suit, like an Easter bunny suit. Can you imagine? I would have had a heart attack. And he's holding a hatchet, and he was screaming something along the lines of, "You're trespassing on my property," or, "You're not supposed to be here," something like that, screaming at them, and threw the hatchet at the windshield, smashing it. And luckily the keys were still in the car, and they turned the car on and they sped the hell out of there. But this was actually proven in an article. So there was a bunny man near this bridge. Now, another story that comes from this legend is when a group of teenagers somehow go to this bridge on Halloween night. Now, I'm not sure if they were going to investigate it for themselves, or they could have just been passing by, going to another location, but nonetheless, they were at this bridge on Halloween night. When they show up, they see more dead rabbits hanging from the end of the bridge, which is just scary enough as it is. But when they look up above the bridge where the train tracks are, they see this bunny man standing on the tracks. And apparently he runs down and murders them. I'm guessing hacking them up with his axe or with a hatchet or something like that. And he hangs all of their dead bodies at the end of the bridge with the other dead rabbits that are hanging there too. Apparently, cops found this on their routine drive the following morning, and this is where the legend comes from, that if you go to this bridge at 12 o'clock on Halloween night, that you will see the bunny man. And I'm not really sure if this happened in 1904, this guy's probably dead by now. So what I think, you don't have to think the same, but I think that this is actually the spirit of the bunny man now that can terrorize people. But who knows, maybe it is a real bunny man or another bunny man, or, no clue. I think it's probably the spirit of him. But anyway, I digress. If you go to this bridge on Halloween night at 12 o'clock, you apparently can see the bunny man at the end of the bridge or standing on top of it. Can you imagine how crazy and creepy that would be? I kind of want to do it, but I can't. No. Now, another really cool thing about this legend is if you've seen the movie Donnie Darko, that movie was actually loosely based off of this bunny man legend. Well, guys, that about wraps it up. That's the legend of Bunny Man Bridge. Horrifying, right? I still have goosebumps on my hands after talking about it. It truly is a horrifying legend. So what do you think? Do you think that this could be the spirit of the original Psycho Bunny Man from 1904 when this all started? Maybe haunting the bridge, trying to seek revenge from all the children, or something like that? I believe that could be true, but I also think that it could possibly be some kind of a copycat kind of thing. Multiple people over the years, maybe, throwing on a bunny costume and running around the bridge, scaring the hell out of people, especially on Halloween. Totally believable, especially after that huge clown thing that happened a couple years ago. If people will do that, they'll definitely dress up in a bunny suit too. So, could be either or, really. But I do believe that this is a true legend. From what I have read, something definitely happened at this bridge. It definitely did. With the article that came out after the guy and the girl in the car with the man in the bunny costume and the hatchet, there's been too many stories to think that this is just some completely made up story. I don't believe that. I believe it to be true. And after talking about it so much, I really want to go see this place. Next time I'm up, around that area, I at least would like to drive through it and see it for myself. Look at the pictures of this place. It is insane. You can just feel this terrifying, bad vibe all around it. It reeks of evil and scariness, and that's what makes me so drawn to it. I'm drawn to everything creepy and spooky, especially urban legends, especially American ones, but all over the world too. There's so many great urban legends. But anyway, let me know what you think about this whole thing. And if you really did enjoy the video, do me a big favor and hit that subscribe and like button and the bell at the top to get notified when I make new episodes. And truly, thank you for supporting me. Oh, and one more thing, YouTube, stay creepy.